Hello, hello, hello. We're gonna go outside, y'all. Hold on a minute. We get ready to go outside. We get ready to go outside enjoying the great outdoors. So we get ready to get out of here and go on outside. Hold on a minute, y'all. Hold on 1 minute. Hold on. We get ready to go outdoors. Back door. Whew. Make sure I lock my van up. How y'all doing this afternoon, this evening? It's nice outside, y'all. I've been outside working the yard. Just got done cutting the grass in the front yard. I'm going to take y'all around there and show y'all how nice the front yard look. I cut the backyard last night, and I did not film me cutting the grass because the lawnmower is too loud, and I wanted to be able to chance to talk to y'all. So how's everybody doing? Y'all come on in here. Come on in here. Let me take you around here and show you how I cut the front yard. Just been out here working the yard. That sun is bright, my Lord. The sun is bright, y'all. Hold on a minute. Hello, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. Good to see you, Marietta Outdoors. Welcome to my channel. To all my new subscribers, I thank God for you, all my day ones. Y'all know how I feel about y'all. But the girl was outside working the yard, and I said, you know what? I'm going to go live. I'm going to go live because I want y'all to see exactly how nice this yard looks. I really took my time, and I got on that John Deere, and I ran that lawnmower. Let me show y'all. Hold on. Look how nice the yard looks. Yard work in the spring is like a natural antidepressant for me. It is. And look how beautiful the yard looks, y'all, after I done cut the grass. After I done cut the grass, it really looks nice. I mean, it took me maybe about a good 30 minutes or maybe 40 minutes. But as you can see, I cut all the way across there. Level it out, even it out, make it look real nice. Yeah. Yes, it really looks good. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you so much. I'm going to walk all the way up here to the front so y'all let y'all see the ditch because I did not do the weed eating because, you know, when you cut the grass, you got to do one thing at a time because cutting the grass, I cut the backyard last night. I cut the front yard tonight. And then I'll rest myself up and then I'll do the weed eating on the next day. But the ditch is the hardest part where it comes to weed eating is weed eating around the ditch. Now, I don't like doing that part. Let me show you what the ditch look like. Okay, see the weeds as we come up to the ditch? This is what the ditch looks like. It truly needs the weed eater to be ran through the ditch. But that's something, when I come up here and I look at how the ditch looks, it really does need the weed eater to be ran through there. So, I'll have to take the weed eater and run it through the ditch. The sun is very high, y'all. The sun is very high. Let me turn this around. Yeah, the sun is up very high right now. So we're going to go through the back way over here. And I'm going to have to show you exactly. I didn't do the weed eating part, but I did do the front part up front when I ran the lawnmower to cut the grass. Yeah, I did the backyard last night. Okay, let me show you. Let me show y'all. Let me show you. It is. It's a lot, but it's a lot of fun too when I actually have time to get out here because y'all know my son been sick a lot, so I haven't really had a lot of time to get out here in the yard. But probably this summer I may be able to get something done. See my little bushes coming to life? I give it credit though. The little stuff is holding on. It's trying to hold on. I need to pull weeds and everything. But this is what happens when you know you got children. You can only get so much done. But the yard actually does look nice. It really does look nice. Lisa Marie says, weed eating always makes my side cramp up, but I get it done. That's right. You got to get it done. You got to get it done. Even if it makes your side cramp up. My flower pots, my son being sick, I haven't had a chance to really get out in the yard a lot in the last 2 years, tell you the truth. So he's been sick. But to God be the glory anyhow. I don't think I do too bad. I don't do too bad with it though. I think I keep it looking pretty good for what I got to work with. And my little yellow bush right here. Hey Nathan, my little yellow bush is going crazy. See the little yellow bush right there? That's that sunshine ligustrum. It's really going crazy. I really love that bush. Y'all come on in, take a walk around the yard with me. Take a yard. This water right here been sitting here for a while. I'm getting ready to dump it out and water these plants with it because they dry. And then I thought these had died, y'all. I thought they had died, but look at them coming back up. Look, they coming right back up. Hello, Abby. Hello, welcome in, welcome in. Welcome in. I thought these had died. I put them in this pot. I put the bulbs in that pot about 2 years ago. And I thought they had died, but this year they showing right back up. They really are showing back up this year. And look at this. Let me show you this one. See this pretty little plant? I'm getting a little bit of color that's coming through the yard. Just a little bit of color is popping in here and there. And then I got a few in the weeds over here. See the little pretty red one? We getting some nature plants, y'all. Some plants are popping back up. And here's another one of them tulips. That's what these are. They're popping up. But I'm going to clean this area up and I'm going to run the weed eater all through here too. Got to be careful because we do have some flowers showing up, see? And then these ain't open up yet. So even though I haven't been able to be out here, some things are just coming right back on their own. Look at this. Ain't that beautiful? Look at that. Beautiful. So a little bit of color coming through. So how's everybody doing tonight? How is y'all doing? Because we got to walk the yard and we got to check the yard and make sure the yard is okay. How are y'all doing tonight? So I figured y'all told y'all I come out and check the yard every night. That was something I like to do. So I'm out here tonight to check the yard and I'm bringing y'all on the yard with me. Bringing y'all on the yard with me. So y'all can also check the yard. I'm going to show y'all where I stopped cutting the grass at last night. Where I stopped cutting at. Let me turn this around for a minute. And I'm going to show y'all where I stopped cutting at because where I put those poles at, I put these poles down here because my intent when I put them poles down there that I was going to figure out how to get some water back here and do some water barrels and catch some rainwater. And then I was going to do sort of a garden back here. Well, with my son going through all his medical needs, that never happened as of yet. So I got plenty of time. The Lord bless me, give me plenty of long life and plenty of years. I can do it any given time. But I want to show y'all this area and show y'all the poles that I put down here. Hold on. Okay, see this area here? This area here is where I stopped at. Going all the way back here to where these poles are. This area here, then all these poles run all the way down the full length of the yard, all the way down there on the other end. So I will get in here too, maybe tomorrow, but I'll either use the rod and lawnmower to come in here and cut this area because there's nothing down here on this end. Let me show you. This end right here where this tree is, where this holly is right here, this is the first tree on the back side of this line up back here. You see over here, there's nothing back there. There's nothing there to the fence. There's nothing there. This whole area there, that big area was there. I was going to plant something there, but I just don't know what. So I never got to that. So I put all the bushes down this end because I was saving that end to put something else, maybe to grow some food or whatever. So I just never got to that end yet. So that's why I like to come out here and check the yard, make sure everything is still in its proper place. Look around. Try to get some ideas. You know, you can brainstorm when you're checking the yard. Hello, 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 the blacks. Hello. How y'all doing? This is a beautiful, beautiful place to be when you get a chance to come outside and just enjoy nature. Just spend your time outside. Spend your time looking around. Just spend your time enjoying yourself. You know, a lot of times you'll find yourself feeling a lot better and a lot more at peace if you could just get outdoors some. If you could just get outdoors. And walking around outdoors, I find that when I come out here, I be just so much at peace. And I just like to bring y'all with me to the great outdoors. To the great outdoors. Somebody asked what did I do with them pallets the other day. I didn't do nothing with them yet. They still right here. See them behind me? They're right there. So I haven't decided what I'm going to do with them yet. I may make something out of them. I may tear them down and make a little something. Make a little something. Might just break them down and put them in my fire pit. I don't know. See, I got a little fire pit right there. See the fire pit right there? Fire pit right there. Might just turn them around and put them in there. But when I walk the yard, I love to walk the yard just so I can make sure that everything in this is proper place. So how y'all been today? How have y'all been doing today? What have y'all been doing today? I want to get to know some of my subscribers and get a chance to hold conversation with y'all. So that's why I wanted to just come on today, take y'all with me on a walk around the yard. Look, I told y'all, let me see. See, I got my bricks right here. These bricks are the bricks that actually bricks with the foundation of the house. They just been here. This has been the little pile that I just throw grass. When I get dead grass in the yard, I throw it all up here on this pile. And I just let it just do what it do up here. Sometimes it might grow a whole flower in there like that. See that? It might grow a whole flower in there. But I just be walking through here. I make sure I keep the grass cut nice and neat. See, I got my little wood pile over there. So I can burn some wood in the pit. Give me a chance to burn some wood. Yep, got a little wood. Just a little something, something. You got to keep a little something on the yard. But, you know, lumber is so high. When I find these pallets, I will be buying these pallets. Even if I break them down and make benches or make some furniture out of them or use them for wood burning or whatever. But because of the fact that they were free, I picked them up and brought them home. Yep, and this stand right here, this is the old front step that I had in front of my house before I got the deck built and the deck put on. So that's what that is. And then, you know, if you need a place to sit down on your property, you take yourself some cinder blocks, put yourself a 4x4 between them blocks, and you can make yourself an actual seat. And then you can just sit on down. See, you can just sit on down and then enjoy your evening, sit on down and talk to the people, sit on down and see exactly. Mentally, you can actually sit here and have a whole conversation and think about what it is you want to do for the next day, things that you may have planned, where you might want to go. Yeah. You were strolling and found me. How you doing? Good to see you. I'm glad you're here. Nice to have you here. Yes, I decided to come outside and get some air today and enjoy the great outdoors. And just this time of day when the sun goes down, it's like this is a perfect time to come outdoors, a perfect time to hang out. It's a perfect time to just come outside and have a discussion. Because, you know, I was actually looking online today and I was watching everybody, all the preppers are prepping their cabinets and getting their, y'all, and getting their yards ready. And they're actually getting their tents and things ready. And the preppers are actually, you know, preparing themselves so that when we go through transition, all the chicken coops, somebody even told me I can get chicken coops and things like that to put back there, you know. But I really had thought about getting chicken coops to put back there, but the only problem is it would be too hard for me to take care of all that on my own, like I said, because I have a son, and when he goes through transition with his sicknesses, those chicken coops would be left by themselves, and I don't want to have no sick birds on the property or things of that nature. And if I went and got some, I'd want to know that somebody would be here. I'd be here to take care of them. So right now, it's just like I don't have that option to have chickens right this minute, but I would like to get a chicken coop. I have no problem with raising chickens. I know how to raise chickens. I know how to feed them. I know how to take care of them. I know how to get their food and everything. But everybody's raising them chickens. I love to see them out there getting them chickens. They're getting them chicken coops ready. They're actually getting their tents ready. They're getting their firewood ready. They're getting all their things ready that they may need to go through these times. I don't know if To some people, the reason why they don't want to get ready because it looks like we're failing as a country, we're failing as a nation. It looks too much like we're getting ready to live in poverty, or some of them just maybe have never lived that life, so they're not about that life. And a lot of times, it's hard to fathom that you losing your house, and people are actually human beings are actually giving up on what once was the American dream. The American dream was to have a nice, big, beautiful house. The American dream was to have a big, beautiful car and a family and a wife and a husband and things of that nature. Are we giving up on the American dream, or are we just living in a fantasy world? You got to think about that sometime. I mean, when you see human beings actually are preparing themselves, getting rid of everything they know, everything they're used to, leaving where they come from, getting rid of their homes, getting rid of everything, and they're getting ready to go out and live out in the wilderness. Are we truly built for that? Are we built to live like that? Are we going to survive out there in the wilderness? Are we ready to pitch a tent and sleep on the ground and go through the body pains and aches? Are we prepared for that? Or are we in a situation where we're ready to just call a thing a thing a thing? We're going to live like the animals. We're just going to go live just like the animals live. Are we prepared for that? But a lot of times people are saying that what we're going through and what they see is where we're headed. This is where we're headed. Are we headed to live like that? Are you prepared to live like that? Are you ready to give up your house and start sleeping in your car? Have you started doing these things in order to prepare your body to get yourself? Because it's a transition. It's going to be a transition. You're going to go through a transition when you start living on the ground, sleeping on the ground, sleeping in your car, learning to eat dry food, stuff that you're not used to. Good afternoon, Jeremiah. Good afternoon. Come on in the room. Y'all come on in. You start eating dried foods. You don't know where you're going to sleep at. You're packing a bag and you rolling out and you off grid and you just roughing it because you done left the city or you done left everything that you're used to. And then they keep forcing people out of their homes because of the high of mortgage. Are you ready to live like that? Hey, Stephen, how you doing? Stefan, I'm sorry if I messed your name up. Are you ready to live like that? Are you ready to prepare yourself to live in a tent? I seen where they're making all these tents and all these sheds so glamorous. They making them so glamorous. Even the vans. Van life is the beautiful thing. They got these big, beautiful vans where they're building them out and everything. So is the American people, are we getting out of living in a house? Is living in a house over with for us? And then when you get so many people that are out there on the road, where are we going to park? Where are these vehicles going to be parked at? Hey, Dolores. Hey, sweetheart. How you doing? Good to see you. Where is everybody going to park when it comes down to van life? Is there really going to be room enough for people to park at the truck stops or at the Walmarts or at the Love's gas station? Are you going to continue to keep being able to blend in with the neighborhood? As I'm preparing my band for van life, these are questions that I do have for even some of the people that are already out there. Even when you go to the campgrounds, some of the campgrounds are already overcrowded. They're overcrowded. People are taking up residency in the campgrounds now. It's almost like saying they're headed to the hills. They actually done left their familiar place and they headed to a place where they can be comfortable. They're actually getting their homes ready. And if you go inside of, thank you for subscribing. Thank you for subscribing. I really appreciate you, Josie. I really appreciate you. People are leaving their homes and they're going to campgrounds and they're actually taking out full residency to live on the campground for as long as they are alive. And campgrounds are renting these spaces out. They're getting top dollar for these spaces. They can rent out a space no bigger than the size of your car for $900, $1,000, $1,200. And you are renting this spot to live there. And people are actually over flooding and oversaturating the places for people to park because everybody is afraid of what's going to happen or where we're going to live, what we're going to eat, what we're going to drink. They even right down to the clothes we wear are being threatened because you go even to Walmart. Walmart now looks like Macy's. There's always something that's always going to be overbearing and we got to figure it out. And then when you go and they talk about the food chain has already gotten crazy. I mean, the food chain is going up so high to now people can't hardly even buy anything. They're so worried about their money not scratching that far because inflation is really taking over. Inflation is really taking over. So we got to be careful how we spend our money. But I'm more worried about our living conditions. Are we as a people, are we as a human race, are we meant to live outdoors? Are we meant to live on the ground? Are we built for that? Where are we going to go to the doctor? How about if we get sick out there in these woods? What's going to happen when you get out there and you don't know exactly what what vegetables or what greens that you can eat that are in the woods. Have you studied enough to know that you got to know exactly what you can eat out there? You can't eat every plant that grows on this earth. You got to know what plants are healthy and what plants are not healthy. And do you have enough food to be able to carry? And what happens when you run out? What happens when your food run out? What happens then? What happens when you're out there on that ground and the heat starts raging? And we are American or people. There's not too many of us that are used to living in 100-degree weather or being out here in 100-degree weather and being able to survive. You got to have some way to cool the body down. The body, if you're not used to that type of living, that's going to be very hard. So I want y'all to prepare yourself for the health and strength. And the only way you're going to prepare yourself for that, if you think this is what we're going to now, you're going to have to start living that way now. You're going to have to start living that way somewhat now. You're going to have to come up out the house sometime during the day, out of that air condition, and come outside now where you can start getting your body prepared for that type of living, because it's not something you can just throw yourself into. This is not for the weak, y'all. This is not for the weak. This is for people that are actually ready. It's almost like saying, remember Daniel Boone? Remember Daniel Boone, them Daniel Boone days? And you're going to have to go back to your Daniel Boone days of watching Daniel Boone on TV, because now we may be getting ready to live like Daniel Boone. We may have to have that wood and have it ready. We may have to have that dry food ready. You may have to have that backpack and that some way to defend yourself, some way to take care of yourself, already prepared of how you're gonna, where you're gonna go, how you're gonna get there, where are we gonna get fuel. Are you in shape enough if you got to run? Are you able to walk? Are you able to walk for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours? Most Americans, we not built for that. We not built. And what if you got children? Are you preparing yourself to be able to carry and protect your children even in these trying times? Even in these trying times, because a lot of the kids are going to want to know, why is mom and daddy sleeping in the car? Why is mom and daddy separate? Why is this thing separating the homes? Why are we allowing this to put us in a position where we are afraid to stay in our house and take care of our house and put our families in one house where we don't have to be out there in the wilderness, out there sleeping on the ground? Why are we allowing this thing to just overtake us to the point where we just going to just give up and we just going to go pitch a tent somewhere in the woods and we just going to live just like that and forget all about the fact that we are human beings? We're not animals. Why are we chasing like animals? Why are we running like animals? Where are we supposed to pack up and run to? Some people are saying that they're leaving their ground, they're leaving their state, their country. So, okay, you can leave your country if that's what you choose to do, but some of us was born and raised here. Some of us don't have no other country to go to. Some of us don't have desire to go to no other country. A lot of us were born and raised right here in America, and this is where we're going to stay. This is where we bought our land. This is where we have been raised. It's weird to see so many people here, but so many people giving up. Is that what you call it, giving up? Are you giving up, or are you preparing? Are you giving up, or are you ready? Are you giving up, or are you just going to lay down and throw in the towel and say, well, it's me? So we got to get to a place to say, what are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? Are we preparing to make sure that we're okay? Are we preparing to give up and run? So we got to get to a place of saying that, okay, we were raised in a house. We was not raised in a barn. We was not raised in a tent. We was not raised in a tree. Hello tonight from Wisconsin. I would pray for your situation. A lot of people want to flee Wisconsin. I want to leave Wisconsin and go to New Mexico. Is there a tax-free state? Is that a tax-free state? I'm not sure. I don't know. I've never been to Mexico, but I don't know. But I know taxes are not free here in South Carolina. This is not a tax-free state. You pay taxes here. You pay a lot of taxes here. Even on the very car that you own, you still pay taxes on that. Pay taxes on the land. Here you pay taxes on everything in South Carolina. A lot of people are coming to South Carolina, but one thing I've seen since they have did the deportation, I see that a lot of housing developments that they had started building here in South Carolina are left with nobody to finish building them. And they got just a few men on the grounds. But you can see that if just them few men show up every day, that housing development might be 10 years being built. I saw where they had, before they did the deportation, housing developments was going up It looked like every 3 to 6 months, one was popping up. They were popping up like popcorn. You go to bed, you wake up, they done popped up another one. You go to bed, you wake up, there's another housing development stuck next to that one. They were constant. Them housing developments with studies showing up. Now that we've had the big deportation, now there's nobody to do the work. Now the housing market is slow and the lumber is high. Now it's taking forever to get one house built. And even when you see that house being built, now I went past a lot and the things that they're using to build the houses with, the houses are being built so poorly and so cheaply. But let me tell you this, no matter how poor or how bad it's built, when they think that it looks good on the outside, they still going to charge you $200,000 to $300,000 for that same house that you can huff and puff and blow it over. A strong wind will blow it over. So as we're seeing these houses being not built, because they're not being built right now, they're just being sitting there, and all these housing developments that had started that had the before the deportation, now there's nobody there to do the work. There's nobody there to do the work. You see one or two men out there. When I rode past there today, there was one or two men out there doing the work, but on the other side of the road, before the deportation, they had a whole crew of men out there, a whole lot of men out there, and them men got that housing development up. It seemed like it went up overnight. Now, on the other side of the road, it was supposed to be done. That deportation hit before they got that one finished, so now that one's not done. So we got to understand a lot of things are going to be done a lot slower. A lot slower. I ain't saying they won't get done, but they're not going to be getting done as fast as they used to get done, because people are not reaching out to work. People are not reaching out to take these jobs. People are not ready to go start picking cucumbers and tomatoes from the ground. People are not ready to do that. They're not built like that. You know, everybody's not made for that type of work. They've not been raised like that. They've not been put in those situations. They didn't have to ever have to do it. So now it's like it's beneath them to even think that the American people is going out there now in this life and start picking tomatoes and pick cucumbers and work the fields till sun up to sundown. It's like saying that's the hardest thing to fathom right now, because that's just not happening. It's just not happening. So it's like saying you almost feel sorry for the next generation, but it may still happen again coming around in our generation. Even though we may be a little older, all we can do is try to be a little older and pray that we can impart some goodness in the younger youths about what is happening, because I'm sure a lot of them are getting depressed. A lot of our young are going through anxiety. They're getting depressed. They're getting stressed out because they done did all their years in college. They're coming out of college. They feel as though they can't buy anything. They feel like they're being punished because they done went to college. They done put in all them years. And now it just seems like the cost of living is so high till now that after they put in all them years, the parents have paid for all that college, and now they can't afford to buy anything. They can't afford to pay for anything. They can't go out there and get a loan for a house because the interest rates are way too high. They can't go out there and get a job because a lot of people are laying off. Anytime they start laying off on high end from the government and the state and things of that nature, and then you got kids coming right out of school trying to go and be lawyers and doctors and things of that nature, and yet and still they're not paying them enough, or they laying them off, or it's like saying it's a slap in the face. It's a slap in the face. So it's causing the youth to have anxiety because they want that start a family. They can't bring no kids in this mess. It wouldn't be right for them to bring kids or have kids in this day and time. This world is a mess. Even though the Bible teaches them to go and multiply, it's like saying if they have 2 or 3 headed kids right now, they would be struggling trying to take care of those children because their money would be depleted with this fast rising of cost of everything, and things are not getting any cheaper. Things are not getting any cheaper. And then as they talking about the tariffs that may be imposed on different things, will they be able to drive the car of their dreams? Will they be able to live in the house of their dreams? Will they be able to even go on vacation and enjoy themselves while they're away on vacation? If they go and rent a house, will they be able to pay their rent, or do they have to live like they're living in the college dorms where them same college people they living with, they have to bring them same people into their grown life and start living like they still in college dorms with a whole bunch of people in the house? It's hard. It's really hard when you think about it. And it really saddens me to feel like we as an American people are headed down this road when we have always seen how the American people always had nice cars. They had beautiful homes. They lived good. They ate good. And to see these very same people getting rid of their homes and putting up a tent, getting rid of their homes and sleeping in the car, getting rid of their homes and living on the ground. Some doing it because they want to, some doing it because they want to travel, some doing it because they like it. But you got to realize there's more. When you look at the videos of seeing how many people are doing this, a lot of them are doing it because of the fact they have no other choice. That also is out there. It's very sad because the American dream was to have the big, beautiful house, the picket fence, the husband, the wife, raise your kids, watch them go off to college, watch them get married, enjoy your grandkids, and be able to enjoy the life. Well, that life as we know it, that life as we know it, it's a shame to say that this next generation may not be able to experience that and the generation before that. So to continue to keep having babies in a messed up society the way it is right now would be a dangerous thing. It would be a dangerous thing because you don't know exactly what you expect your money to get you through, and your money might not make it. You expect your charm to get you through, and your charm might get you in trouble. You expect somebody to be there to help you, and you look around, there's nobody. You may even marry somebody, and you may think, I got a husband and a wife, and there's two of us, we could do it together, and then one of you get tired, and one of you decide they want out. And that's a dangerous thing, to connect yourself with somebody that has a tendency of changing their mind on you right in the middle of it, has a tendency of walking away from the situation, and can walk away with no thought and don't even care, don't even look back, can walk away from their family, walk away from the wife, walk away from the kids. They can walk away from the job. You got to be careful. You got to know who you're connecting yourself with in this season, because people have a tendency of walking away, and they'll leave you in debt. They'll leave you struggling. They'll leave you on the side of the road and go pick up somebody else because it's easier for them to struggle with them. And then when they get all they can get out of them, they'll leave them too. They'll leave them, disrespect them, treat them like dirt, and keep right on moving, because that ain't no do right. Ain't no do right. The struggle is real out here. When you think that you're gonna marry somebody and you're gonna struggle with them until death do you part, that who wrote that? Who wrote that? Where are the words in the word? Where are they at in the Bible? Where does it say? Where does it say that? You can't trust those words. Somebody looking at you and say, I'll never leave you, I'll be with you forever. The only person that can give you that and really stand by it is Jesus. So in this season, I would encourage you. I'm a strong believer in marriage. I'm a strong believer in the marriage. But make sure that you can take care of yourself if that other person changes their mind. If that other person walks away, if they decide they want to leave you and not be there to take care of you. Don't give your last few years to somebody and they walk away from you. And now you're sitting over there in that nursing home drooling because of the fact that you trusted somebody else in your last and evil days in these last years. And even if you're young and you're going into situations, be careful. Be careful, because you may think that you're going into it for love, but somebody became going into it for a situationship. They going into it for personal gain. They going into it because they already know that you're valuable. So be careful, because I'm telling you, this is a dangerous world we living in right now. So people are going through a lot of anxiety, a lot of stress, and they're doing some of anything and everything. You find so many people that are out here saying that they want to be connected to somebody else. They want love. They want relationship. It's dangerous. It's dangerous if you don't know who you're connecting yourself with. It's dangerous if you've not properly vetted that person. It's dangerous if you don't take time to get to know that person and see exactly how they're going to move. People are moving weird. They're moving weird. They're moving weird because there's no trust. They have lost trust in the word of God. They've lost trust in the people they're around. They've lost trust in their ability to have anything anymore. They've just lost trust. And now so they're moving in darkness. They're just moving through this land right now with their eyes closed like zombies. And the only thing we know to do is go pitch a tent. The only thing we know to do is go find a hole and crawl up in it. No, you got to stand up for yours. You got to stand up and fight for your land. You got to stand up and be accountable and realize that you were not made or you not built to live in the woods with Bambi. That's not where we were meant to be. You were meant to live in a house. You were meant to live in a home. You had dreams, aspirations. You were inspired by a lot of things. I'm here to uplift, motivate, and inspire. So I'm here to uplift, motivate, shake you if I can, and wake you up and let you know that we are still a good people. We are still a rich people. We are still a good land people. You only broke if you want to say you broke. If your money is all you think you have to not be broke, then you were broke from the start, because you got to have some dignity, some self-respect, and some character. Those are things that you need to make you rich. Your money is not all you got to make you rich. You got to have more than that, because you got to have some strength. You got to have some staying power. You got to be able to think. You got to be able to understand that you were not created to live in the woods like Bambi. God didn't put you in the trees. He didn't put you in the trees. He put the birds in the trees. He did not put you in the woods and when you was born. He didn't say go on in the woods. He put you, he wasn't even born in the woods. He was born in a manger. So therefore he was born in a barn. So therefore that meant he wanted us to be in a building or structure of some kind, not outdoors on the ground. not outdoors on the ground. So be careful how you move in this season. Prepare yourself. Try to do your best to hold on to the ground, the land that God has given you. Try to do your best to hold on to the home that God has given. If you have a home right now and you in it, try your best to stay in it. Try your best to do what you can. I understand the price of things going up. I understand that some people lose their job. I'm understanding all of that. And my heart goes out for us in that situation. That could be happening to me, you, or anybody else. But I'm not waking up every morning thinking that I want to go sleep in a tent. I'm not waking up every morning thinking I want to go on the ground. I've been homeless before, so don't come to me in the comments talking about, well, what about homeless folks? I was once one of them homeless people. But in the midst of that, try your best. I'm just saying, try your best to do what you know to do. That's all we can do. Try your best. Try your best to do what you know to do to try to keep some type of structure over your head. I don't care if it's a shed. It doesn't matter what it is, but try to keep a structure over top of your head. Don't just throw in the towel if you don't have to. If you don't have to. Why? Because everybody in the world can't go to the campground because the campground is crowded. The campground is over saturated. I went to a campground the other day. Campgrounds are full. They don't have no room for nobody right now. Right now, the campgrounds are getting full. It's getting ready to be summertime. And because it's getting ready to be summertime, there's going to be no place for a lot of us off-roaders or a lot of us van lifers that we want to do van life. We got to be able to get in and get out. And this is why I don't want to really stay at a campground too long, because I do have a home to go to. So I want to make sure that I'm not taking up a spot that somebody else could have that may really need that spot when I can really leave the campground and come back home. That's all I'm saying. If you do have a home and you close to where you are, and a lot of people are renting campgrounds, camp areas, because they just want to be out there. Know that there are a lot of people that are homeless, that are truly homeless, that need a place to park their vehicles. They actually do need those spots. They need those spots. They need those spots. So it just comes down to that. You know what I'm saying? That we actually got to be in a place where we just got to understand exactly what we're doing and how we're doing it. So, God is good. God is truly good. So we're in a place now where we just got to learn, we got to listen, and we got to be in a place where we can understand exactly how our lives are taking shape and what we can do to keep ourselves safe and keep ourselves in a better situation. So for everybody that's on the sound of my voice, just do what you know how to do. That's all you can do. That's all you can do. And and for y'all that did not see, I showed y'all the front yard. Let me show y'all the backyard, because I cut the backyard too, and I cut the backyard last night. So let me walk up here so I can show y'all the backyard, because I got some new people on the line that did not see the grass cutting that I cut last night. So because I cut the grass last night, I'm going to show y'all exactly how nice it looked. But I got to walk up here a little bit so I can show y'all from a distance how nice it looks. How nice it looks. Hold on 1 minute. Hold on. Okay, here we go. See how nice it looks? It really looks nice when I cut the grass. It really looks nice when I cut the grass. Because when I cut the grass, it takes me a while to get it done. But when I get it done, I love how it looks. Yeah, it needs to be weeded. I need to run the weed eater. I have not did that part yet. And I know y'all see the weeds all around my fire pit, all around the basketball court. I got weeds in here and there. And then I told y'all also that I planted this tree. See, I planted this tree myself. When I first got here, I planted this tree. And it's still alive. It's still alive. Welcome, welcome, welcome in, y'all. Welcome in. It's still alive. There's nothing like having a chance to, walk around out here in nature. And my barrel, I don't have nothing in this blue barrel back here. There's nothing in this barrel. I just like this barrel as a yard ornament. It's just a yard ornament, a good conversation piece. I had a friend of mine take it and shoot some holes through it. So it's just a good ornament for the yard. There ain't nothing in it. See, let me let you see. There's nothing in it. Absolutely nothing. Got it sitting on bricks. And this seat right here, this is a part of the steps that I tore apart before I put the new deck up with that other big piece way over there. This is also the bottom piece. I leave it in the yard too because it too is a nice place to sit. Sometimes I just come out here and I just sit in the yard and I just sit on it. That's what I do. I just come sit right on them that piece right there. And then I can take that really and make a 1, 2, 3, 4 tier flower stand and make it a real yard ornament and put some flower pots on it. So I find value in it, so I left it here. So y'all tell me in the comments what y'all think about that. What y'all think about taking some bricks like them cinder blocks over there and making some yard furniture. Tell me what y'all think about that. And using them pallets over there to burn or make yard furniture or make a stand or a couch or a chair or anything. Yeah, those are some things you can do with that type of stuff. And it's good to have it out here. That way, when it do get nice out and you got time to be out here, you got some things that you can do. Or you can actually just come out here and shoot some hoops. What you know about that? What you know about coming out here and just actually shoot some basketball? Get a little exercise and play some basketball in the yard. These are some things that I like to do when I'm outside. And this time of the day, sun's down. It's not hot. Let me walk y'all back here and let y'all see the pond since I got some new folks in the room. Let me let y'all see the pond. It's good to see y'all. It's good to see y'all. What do you do outside? When you're outside in your yard, what do you like to do? What have you built? What have you built since you've been outside? They tell me, y'all, that there's gators in these waters. I hope don't nothing come out of there because I'll be gone. Even though they say they can run, I think I'm going to have to outrun him tonight and fly my tail up to that house. Let me let you see. See the pond? That's a lot of water. Yeah, you see the pond? I don't want to see no gators come out of that water. Yeah, they say there's gators in that water, y'all, so I don't know. I don't want to see none, that's for sure. I don't want to see no gators come out of that water. Not none. Have any of y'all ever made a toilet flower pot? Hold on. Have any of y'all ever took these toilets and made flower pots with them? Now, mind you, I was getting ready to haul these to the dump. But then I got to looking, and one night I was flipping around online and I seen these ladies were taking these same porcelain toilets, and they were like, this one has a broke back. I can take the broke tank off of that and use the bowl and turn it into a flower pot. And the one back there in the back, it has the tank and the toilet with it. Turn it into a flower pot. They said put them somewhere on the yard and turn them into a flower pot. Or you can actually just set them on the yard and use them also for a chair, a bench, something to sit on. Tell me what y'all think about that. What y'all know about that? What do you know about that right there? And this is my trailer. This is my trailer that I use when I want to haul things or pull things. This is my trailer. Yeah. So, yeah. When you come out this time of night and you come out, you can actually enjoy the yard. This is when you actually get ready to enjoy your yard. Now, let me show you what I did with the bottom part of them steps. Them same steps that I showed y'all, that red piece, this is another piece of that furniture. See? I built this with some of that same step. I get out here and clean it out, but I built this myself. And the wind is tearing up the top part, so I may just cut that top part off of there. Take it down. The trellis part, I don't know. Yeah, because it's warped, so I think I'm going to cut that part off of there, and then I'm going to take the flower pot, the base down here, this heavy part, and make sure I rebuild it nice and tight, and then go ahead and put some more flowers in it. I don't know, I might leave it here, I might move it somewhere else. Yeah, but that's also part of the boards that I used when I tore that front step apart before I put the deck up. Eugenia said, don't make a flower pot out of the toilets. I don't know, Eugenia. You got to look at them online first before you can say that. Have you seen them? They made flower pots out of the toilet. Things are only a toilet because we know them as a toilet. Some people use them as a cereal bowl. You don't know. Some people might eat out of them things. But, honey, look at them online first and see exactly what you see. Just type in toilet bowl flower pots. And because we know it's a toilet, we might say, oh, I ain't doing that, ew. But I can see that toilet sitting right over there on the corner of that building, just sitting there with a nice flower in it. And they had running vines running all over it. It was really pretty. So check that out first and then let me know. Let me know how you like it after you see it. Because, see, they were getting ready to go to the dump. But after I saw that, I'm like, hold up, wait a minute. I might be throwing away something valuable. I might be throwing away something valuable. Because remember now, them toilets are made of porcelain. They are made of porcelain. Porcelain ain't cheap. Y'all see I moved the area over here. I cut the grass under my table. You know that's the hardest part to do when you're cutting the grass is to actually cut around the furniture. Cutting around the furniture is really hard to do because you got to move it. That piece of furniture was over there. Now it's over here because I had to move it so I could actually cut around it to make sure that it actually looked nice. And yeah, look at them first, Gina. Okay, I will. But it seems to be a bit unsanitary. Yeah, because of the fact that we look at it as a toilet, but the toilet bowls are clean. Ain't nothing in them. Ain't nothing in them at all. And you're going to put dirt in them and you're just going to leave them outside. And they said the flowers grow beautifully. Remember now, when you start putting flowers in a pot, you also got to put cow manure in them. So you're putting poop in the flowers, no matter what pot you put them in. You still got to fertilize them, and fertilizer is poop. Fertilizer is horse poop, cow poop, chicken poop. And that's what you do when you plant. So it's going to be outside. I'm going to do it just so I can see, though. I'm going to do it because I can always remove it if I don't like it. But I think I'm going to do one, and I'm going to set it right beside the barn, right here. Right in this spot right here. And when y'all see it pretty with the flowers running all over top of it, you're going to be able to barely see the porcelain. And then we'll see. We'll revisit this conversation again. Because when I saw them online, I said, hold up. Hold up. I'm not throwing them out. Yes. But ain't no poop in them, though. That's the thing. Ain't no human poop in them. The toilets are clean. And human poop can be fertilizer, too. Who told you human poop can't be fertilizer for a plant? It's nothing you're going to eat. You're not eating them. And if they can fertilize with cow poop and dog poop and all of that, it's just a thought of it. I know, Gina, it's just a thought of it. But yeah, they still use it. Or I can even set one right on this corner right here. See right here? Right there. Going into the shed. And I got to get me some new, I'm going to clean this area up right back here and put some more new white rocks down. And because of the white rocks, set it off and I'll shift that toilet right there. And let the flowers run all over top of it, right behind these big, beautiful yellow bushes. Oh, I'm going to do it. I'm going to let you see it, though. I'm going to do it. I got to do it. Because when I seen it, I was like, oh, stop. Wait till you see it, though, Gina. You might even change your mind and see it. Because like I said, because they're outdoors, because ain't nothing in the toilets. The toilets are empty. They were clean when they were disconnected. So I just put them out here to be able to take them to the dump until I saw other use for them. You know, it's one of them things where certain things have multi-use, especially when it comes to doing yard work. But how y'all like the yard, though? Tell me that. Tell me, don't sleep on that girl's cutting skills, though. Don't sleep on that girl's cutting skills. She got to get out here and weed eat, though, because you see the weeds? This area, I didn't do this area yet. I haven't done this area yet. But see the weeds going up the walkway? That's what I got to do. I got to get the weed eater out and do this area over here, too. See my little lawn up right here, little bushes, they need some care too. But see, I haven't been outside to be able to take care of this yard like I used to because of my child being sick, but I'm getting ready to get out here a little bit, as much as I can this year. And maybe I can get something done. Because see, when I walk all the way up here, I got to spray. I need to spray some weed killer. All in this area over here, because this is the trash area over here. These bushes here, how many of y'all remember honeysuckle? How many of y'all remember that honeysuckle used to grow wild? See the honeysuckle? These are honeysuckle bushes right here. They grow like little red berries on them and honeysuckle vines, and they smell so good. When the honeysuckles come in, they got a nice smell to them. Xavier's doing good right now. He's in the house. He just got done eating his dinner. He's doing good. Thank you for asking, Eugenia. He's doing very well. See the honeysuckles on these? And they be smelling good. But this area right here, I just keep the trash cans over here. I'm going to spray this area, spray it down before the weeds get too wild in it. Spray it down with some weed killer. We're going to take the trash can up, y'all. Let's take the trash can up. And then after I take the trash can up, we'll probably end this video. But let me take the trash can up so y'all can walk down the lane with me. I need, you know what I need though, y'all? I need myself a riding toy. I need myself a riding toy. I got to get myself a riding toy so I can have something to ride down this lane. See how I cut the grass over here, but I need to weed eat around my bushes. See my bushes here? I didn't want to use I got to get the push more and the weed eat around these bushes. See all these weeds around their stump? Yeah, I got to get in there and clean all that up. Got to clean them up. And then we got them yellow dandelions. See them yellow dandelions? See them? Them yellow dandelions, they'll take over your property. If you ain't careful, they'll take right over. You'll look up and you'll have a lot of dandelions in the yard. Yeah, I be taking this walk up here, constantly wearing my legs out, y'all. Time I walk the backyard and then walk all the way up here to the front yard just to bring the trash. It be wearing me out. See, and we got a little church down there. See the church down there, the white building down there? They're having Bible study. That's the church. That's a little church down there. Yep. That country girl and that country living. Country girl with that country living. That country girl living that country life. See, I come and hold on. Yeah, I come and set the trash out. And then that way I ain't got to worry about doing that in the morning when we go out, because tomorrow's my baby's day at the doctor's office, y'all. Y'all keep us in y'all prayers, because we be rolling. We be rolling. I tell you. But when I look at this, hold on a minute. Hold on. I want y'all to see these little red bushes. Okay, see these ones coming up? I don't know if y'all can see the little red tips on them. But see these little red bushes, this little line up right here? See these little line up? All these bushes going down there are the same color. Nice red tips. Gina, you say you love dandelions? See that fiery red color? There we go. Focus, come on, focus. There you go. Yeah, I love these little bushes here. They come up nice and pretty and red. Little burgundy tips. Just got the focus. There you go. Yeah. So I get out here and clean them up and get my wagon. Get my wagon and my hedge clippers and cut them all up. And this one right here, I got to pull him out of here. I got to take all my pots back and bring them all back this year. They've been out here for 2-3 years holding their own. Now they're saying, Mommy, it's time to get us out of here. We done dried up now. See, like these little bushes here. See how the weeds are overtaking the walkway. Got to get out here and clean all that up. It's a lot, y'all. And look how the ants are destroying my bushes. I'm going to get them too. Look. See the ants destroying my bushes? The ants are trying to destroy them. But that's all right. That's all right. Well, I hope y'all have enjoyed my video tour of the yard. Because I really did a lot of work out here in the last 2 nights. Because, yeah, I've done a lot of work out here in the last 2 nights. And so, when I'm out here, cutting the grass, moving around, doing what I do, me and my little self be tired, y'all. I be so tired at the end of the night. I be so tired at the end of the day. But I seem to get it done. So, I just want to say thank y'all. I appreciate y'all for hanging out with me. And maybe next time, like I said, I did not want to run the lawnmower while I was cutting the grass, because I knew it would have, while I was running the video, because it would have been way too much noise. And y'all wouldn't have been able to hear me talk. And y'all wouldn't have been able to see how much work I got done. And how tired I'd be when I get done. But I do be having a lot to do. A lot to do. That's why I tried to get it done early and be done. Today is your birthday. Well, happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Cardwell. Happy birthday to you. Enjoy your birthday. Enjoy your birthday. Enjoy your God-given day. But I'm going to get off here, y'all. I'm getting ready to go in the house now. And thank y'all for hanging out with me. I truly appreciate you. If you're here and you have not subscribed, please think of subscribing to the channel. I'm trying to get to 10K, and I thank you, each and every one of you. I would appreciate if you help me get there so we can build this channel, so we can get on out here and really do some things, so I can really take y'all some places. We can actually get into Big Blue. Big Blue, those of y'all that don't know who Big Blue is, let me show you Big Blue right quick. There she is. There he is. That's Big Blue. That's my band that I'm putting together so I can go on the road and do some band life. So this is Big Blue. So I'm trying to get to 10,000 subscribers so I can get this thing done full time, so I can become a full-time YouTuber, and I can get some income started so I can actually get out there and enjoy life and take y'all with me on the road. So with that being said, I'm going to end this video with a picture of Big Blue. Y'all enjoy the rest of your night. I love y'all, and be blessed until I see you again.